Mountain News this morning, we have more on the preliminary hearing for the man charged with arson and burglary in last week's downtown London fire. And doctors say regular checkups are still key to preventing one type of cancer.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Caroline Mueller here with you on this January 21st. The time is now 6:31. So let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, I'm already dreading having to just go outside for my story, pack my car, shoot video outdoors. Yesterday I got kind of lucky because I actually didn't have to do that. I already had something filmed in advance, and so today I am filming something, and it's not in the afternoon. It's bright and early this morning, and so I'm not excited for that, Megan.
I think you actually chose the right days to be outside, though, because yes, we do have some wintry mixed chances today. But today and tomorrow, temperature-wise, really aren't going to be that bad. It's really as we're heading into your Friday and the weekend that we start to see another drop. So let's break that down. First, starting off with what we're seeing right now, a tad bit of some snow, but for the most part, no accumulation to minimal accumulation is expected with this system, as we do have a little bit of some rain chances that'll wash it out as we're heading into the afternoon. Now let's talk about temperatures though, because this morning it is cold. So as you're heading out the door, you're definitely gonna need that coat. But as I mentioned, I mean, today's not a bad day to be outside necessarily, as those temperatures make it into the upper 40s and low 50s, which is actually warm for this time of year. And we'll continue to see that warmth heading into your Thursday with temperatures very similar. But tomorrow actually has mostly sunny skies. Today, however, lots of clouds and, of course, that wintry mixed chance in the forecast. Caroline.
Sounds good, Megan. Thank you. One Pike County food pantry is now little more than a pile of ash and debris after a Monday fire tore through it. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has a look at the loss and how organizers hope to continue meeting needs.
Waiting on God's next step.
Guiding Light Community Church Pastor Tim Coleman says his church has operated its Elkhorn City food pantry for more than 3 years.
None of us get paid. It's all volunteer basis. And that's all we've worked on ever since. And I don't ask, very rarely. And now I'm needing help.
And the outreach, which serves folks in several Pike County communities, has seen an increase in needs, with organizers recently planning one of its largest giveaways.
Just spent money on, to make a really good give out. And it would have been one of the better ones we've had in a long time. And it all burnt. All the stuff, and I always try to stay a month ahead.
Until a Monday afternoon fire tore through the building, scorching everything in its wake, leaving the pantry with no supplies and no structure to keep its mission going.
It took a community effort to do what we do. This is a scale way bigger than I've ever done when we came to Elkhorn. It's unreal. It was much needed. So I'm going to continue to do what I can do, and hopefully God will find us a building.
Coleman said though it was a total loss,
it's heartbreaking.
His congregation is blessed because the pantry is not located near their church, so that building was not harmed. But they are now asking for donations to try to find a path forward for the pantry.
He's blessed us, and he's going to continue. It just hurts me so bad.
Saying until the smoke clears, they will find ways to serve. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
God's Food Pantry Bank will be working with the pantry this afternoon, bringing in a mobile food pantry to help provide a little comfort to those who rely on Guiding Light's services. That will take place at 1 p.m. in the Elkhorn City Baptist Church parking lot. There are still several questions surrounding last week's fire that destroyed a couple of law offices in downtown London. 56-year-old Scotty Seeley was charged with arson and burglary in connection to that fire. He was in court yesterday morning. Police say he was seen on security cameras trying to enter multiple buildings. Doug Benge of Cessna and Benge Law Office, whose office was in the building that burned, says investigators still don't know why the fire was started, but He's hopeful those answers will come to light.
I think inherently we all want answers. I know my staff does. I know that they're angry. They're upset at me not being more angry. But, you know, we didn't start it. We can't reverse it. We can just accept it as it is and try to eat this elephant one bite at a time.
This case will go before a grand jury next month. Seeley pleaded not guilty. He's being held on a $100,000 bond. We have an update in the case against Mickey Steins. The former Letcher County sheriff is charged with the 2024 murder of District Judge Kevin Mullins. Steins' defense wants to disqualify the presiding judge, Christopher Coren. They claim Coren was seen next to Mullins during a Judicial Commission on Mental Health meeting. Yesterday, the Kentucky Supreme Court's Deputy Chief Justice said Coren should have the chance to grant or deny a motion that would recuse himself from the case. If he denies the motion, Steins' defense could file an affidavit about Coren and ask for the Deputy Chief Justice to review it. Water woes continue in Wayne County, West Virginia. Jerry Ross says his tap water still has an oily odor, but it's not as strong.
Not being able to take showers, or the way she's going to have to do the dishes and stuff like that, cooking, it's been pretty hard.
It just disrupts your entire life when you have to rely on bottled water to do everything.
4 schools remained closed yesterday due to the water situation. Bottled water is available at East Lynn Volunteer Fire Department. They also have a mobile unit there where people can take a shower or do laundry. Officials at the National Weather Service office in Jackson say while it is challenging to predict this far ahead, there is a growing confidence for heavy snow this weekend. For many folks throughout the region, it is expected to start Saturday and last through Sunday. There are various models showing different amounts of accumulation, but it's important for you to be prepared just in case.
Simple things that, you know, if we have that kind of weather, make sure that you know that you're not traveling unless it's just an absolute have-to situation. You know, make sure that you have essentials. You know, if you have, you need water and maybe some snacks and some easy prepared food or meals.
Meteorologists say at this point they are just watching trends, and as the weekend gets closer, those details will become more precise. For all the latest updates, you can download the WIMT First Alert Weather app on your smart device. One way to be prepared is to make sure your car is as well. From windshield wipers to tire tread, Hall & Sons Auto Care Center owner Chris Hall says to check your fluid levels and internal car parts. If you're traveling far, Hall recommends having at least half a tank of gas at all times. A lesson he learned after a storm rolled through years ago, trapping folks on I-75.
People ran out of gas because they didn't have enough fuel in their cars, and they sat there for hours. And you know that can create a lot of problems other than that, safety issues for that, plus they have no heat.
Hall recommends packing an emergency bag with you, including items like hats, gloves, extra blankets, and other items you might need. He says you should also warm up your car for 5 to 10 minutes before driving away, and make sure you get all of the ice and snow off of your windows. Pikeville Medical Center hosted a news conference yesterday announcing a new partnership with UK Healthcare. The Heart and Vascular Institute of Eastern Kentucky at PMC has joined the UK Gill Heart and Vascular Affiliate Network, expanding the hospital's care by bringing in more resources from its Lexington partners. The partnership expands UK's reach into the mountains, making PMC the 28th hospital in the state to join hands with the network.
We have access to resources and to protocols and to educational opportunities that, you know, may not be as readily available to the providers here.
Just trying to make an effort to bring good quality cardiovascular care here home to the mountains to make it easier for patients to get the care that they need where they live.
Doctors say the partnership will not change the way patients receive care day to day from PMC's qualified team, but will be an invaluable tool and open doors for growth. January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, and doctors say regular checkups are still key to prevention. Even with updated screening guidelines and advances like the HPV vaccine, physicians say many patients are still misunderstanding what care they need. Tiffany Thompson is an OB/GYN attending physician at Highlands ARH.
One of the current misconceptions is if you have had a pap smear screening for cervical cancer, that you may not need an annual visit, and those guidelines have not changed. Every single patient is individualized.
Dr. Thompson says HPV vaccination recommended beginning at ages 11 to 12 with catch-up options for adults, along with annual well-woman visits, can help reduce cervical cancer risk.
We're still looking at those very cold temperatures this morning, with many folks sitting in the mid-teens, even seeing the low teens as we head towards Virginia. 11 degrees right now in Clintwood, 10 degrees in Jonesville. Thankfully, a little bit warmer as you travel more towards the west, 36 degrees in Monticello. But we are watching a little bit of some scattered snow showers this morning, with a line of wintry mix on the way as we're heading into the afternoon, bringing rain as we're heading into the evening hours. Here's a look at that bus stop forecast for you. 25 on the way to school with mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of that snow chance for some, and by the time you're heading home, upper 40s, cloudy skies, and that chance of rain for others. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning, more offices are going shoes off. We have more on why they are switching to socks or slides for business and for health.